Yes, welcome back to the big primetime program, and we're here at another potential casino site, and beautiful Mountain Park, the once great amusement park right here in well, it's not downtown Hoyoke, but hey, this makes a lot of sense. The old carousel building, and it looks like somebody's got a grease fire going on back there or whatever. Hey, let's poll a few more people. Tell us about your candidate.
Virginia Roback. She has great signs. She gives away free food, and when it comes to assessing, nobody does it better than Virginia. No smoking. Bad for your health.
I think that each individual restaurant should be allowed to have designated areas where people are either allowed to smoke or not.
Tell us about your candidate.
I believe she's have a big power to be a mayor, and this time for we changing the different power. That's it. No smoking in the restaurants.
I'm a smoker, so I'm going to say smoking, but there are a lot of non-smokers, and I respect their opinion. I can hold off on smoking in a restaurant if I have to, so I guess that's up to the people.
Well, her name is Laura McCarthy, as you could see. She's a good friend of mine, and she's also my lawyer. Oh, that's a toughie. I'm a smoker, but when I go to a restaurant, I don't smoke. I wait until after I leave, but I know how it is as a smoker if you want to. So that is a tough question for a smoker to answer.
I think it should be the choice of the restaurant owner, and I don't think we should have laws for it.
Okay, if you have two signs, you can vote twice.
No, I don't think so.
Tell us about your candidate.
Joe is a good guy. He's a hard worker. He's helped a lot for the city of Chicopee.
As the chief financial officer of the city, I feel that he's run it as a business, and I would like the people to continue running it as a business. You're asking the wrong person. I've never smoked in my life, so I would say no smoking.
I think pretty soon we're going to have a casino in every street in the city. I don't think we can afford them all. No smoking. I think if you can't go an hour without smoking, you're in big trouble.
I personally am against the gambling in Chicopee. It's up to the people to vote. If they want to vote it in, then I think our legislative people have to do something about it.
And as we talked about last year, I still have that raid check, don't I, for the free food at your house?
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Dinner at 7.
I think Mayor Chesty's been doing an excellent job for the city of Chicopee, and I don't think we're in need of a change, and I think he can continue to doing an excellent job. I'm for it. I think it can help the city out a little bit.
Are you comfortable?
Yes.
You brought your own carpeting?
Keep the feet warm.
And tell us about your candidate.
He's going to do a great job and continue doing a great job.
Why not? They got everything else. Well, if they're going to ban smoking in the restaurants, they may as well ban it every place in public. So I'd have to say yes.
Well, my candidate's really dedicated to the city, and he's a full-time runner. And
he's a full-time. Does that mean he jogs a lot?
No, he's retired, so he'll spend a lot of time for the city. I think so. Bring jobs and revenue. I believe there shouldn't be any smoking in restaurants because some people have health problems and they just don't feel comfortable eating in some restaurants.
Tell us about your candidate.
Well, I've known Joe Chessy for 10 years. He was a good alderman, excellent mayor. He's one of the best administrators I've ever seen in the city of Chicopee. He knows government and does an excellent job. I think that's the people's privilege, and they should be able to smoke if they want. If the restaurant wants to allow it, if the restaurant don't want to allow it, he should put no smokers or smokers only. Not stop a restaurant that wants to have smokers, you know.
Tell us about your candidate.
I am my own candidate since it's my own sign.
Well, that's okay. You can still tell us about your candidate.
Well, my candidate is superb, I'd have to say. I know him pretty well, actually. He knows about the issues, he speaks out on the issues, and he's a hard worker.
You've really done a lot of research on your candidate.
Oh, yeah, I know him inside and out, so to speak.
And because you've done so much research on your candidate, you win a prize. You get a choice of either an Eddie Martin album or a Victor Kras album.
Oh, wow, that's a tough choice. I think I'd have to go with Mari's Dixieland.
There we go, an Eddie Martin album. We have our winner. Tell us about your candidate.
I am the candidate, and I hope the people at Chicopee give me one of the votes, and I'm successful tomorrow morning.
We hope you're successful today.
Well, tomorrow morning I'll know for sure.
And should there be gambling in Chicopee?
You bet. I voted and I back up the gambling for Chicopee.
And smoking or no smoking in restaurants?
Smoking in restaurants. I was one of the biggest advocates, and not because I advocate smoking, it's because I feel that should be a choice of the actual restaurant owner. There's an 20% law out there by state law that never been, the smoking ban, the people at Chicopee always are given a wrong impression. There was always a smoking ban. The 80% non-smoking, 20% smoking. And if they would enforce what they had on the books, we wouldn't be under this problem right now. Making 20% for smokers, start putting up walls, start putting up some air conditioning, and we would have had no problem with people that don't like having smoking while they're eating. But I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I don't advocate smoking. I happen to be one, and I wish I wasn't.
Like I said, I went to Foxwood yesterday. Why should I go to Foxwood when I can go locally?
Tell us about your candidate.
I think we need more pride in Chicopee. We need a woman in office to run the town like she runs her home.
Well, you've set up camp out here?
Yeah, well, I like it here. I've been doing this for 40 years.
And tell us about your candidate.
Well, my candidate is a very nice person. Very nice person. I was with her when she ran for representative, and I've been with her ever since. She's a nice girl. Wonderful. I hope that she makes it.
And should there be smoking or no smoking in restaurants?
There should be no smoking in restaurants. No. No, I would think there's too much gambling at the present time. It's very, very, very bad, I think, for the city and for the area.
Tell us about your candidate.
My candidate is myself. I'm Jim Tillotson. I'm a candidate. I'm running for Alderman at large, and I'm cautiously optimistic. I've worked hard. I've knocked on about 75% of the homes in the city of Chicopee, and hopefully the people come out and vote, and I think if there's change, I got a good shot.
And should there be gambling in Chicopee?
I have reservations about gambling as a means of improving the economy on several fronts. First of all, I have no idea where it's going to be located, and my personal opinion is I probably will vote no. However, I will abide by the will of the people, depending upon how the question goes on the ballot.
And smoking or no smoking in restaurants?
I'm a non-smoker, and I think it causes lung cancer, and I'm really not crazy about smoking. And so, again, I'm hoping the people will vote to eliminate smoking, but it's a referendum question, so you certainly have to take into consideration the will of the people.
And how's the soup?
Soup is quite good. It's warm. Anything warm on a cold day is good.
And you win the prize for the best hat we've seen all day. You get your prize, a Victor Kras album.
Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you very much. I'll play that tonight as part of my election party. Thank you.
Is there free food at the party?
Yes, there is.
I'll be there.
Okay, fine. 34 Harvey Street.
Yes, polling people at the polls, and here's another potential casino site, or at least it was, but not gonna happen. Not gonna happen right here in downtown Springfield, although it would be, I guess, a vast improvement. And hey, when we return, it's happy music by our friends Julie and Brownie. Yes, welcome back to the big primetime program, and we're back in Chicopee, and this is where one of the potential sites. I guess the casino could have been planted right here, but not going to happen. Then I guess the other question is, would there have been smoking or no smoking in the casino? Well, wait a minute, that wasn't even a ballot question this year, in this wonderful election year, and we certainly had fun and appreciate all the people who allowed us to poll them, so to speak. And we'd like to thank you folks for tuning in. That just about wraps up our look back at the recent election and political season, where the comedy really writes itself. And this, in my opinion, this could have been Chicopee's Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Strip right here up at Westover. We could have had this whole strip lined with casinos, but not gonna happen. Hey, good night, everybody.